My mother-in-law wanted me to uninvite my brother from my wedding because he's trans. I canceled the venue she paid for instead. I told my mother-in-law yesterday that her money doesn't buy the right to exclude my family. The look on her face when I handed back her venue deposit check was worth every penny we'll now have to save. For context, my brother came out as transgender 3 years ago. Our family has been supportive from day one. He's my only sibling and will be standing beside me at my wedding as my man of honor. My fiancé Tina Mark and I have been together for 5 years. His parents appeared accepting when they met my brother last Christmas. They used his correct name and pronouns. They even brought him a gift. I thought they were decent people 2 weeks ago. Mark's mother called to say she'd found the perfect venue for our wedding and had put down a $15,000 non-refundable deposit. We were shocked by her generosity but grateful. The place was beautiful. Yesterday she came over with the contract for us to sign. As I was reviewing it, she casually mentioned that the venue was quite traditional and had a strict dress code. Then she said, "So we'll need to think about how to handle your brother's situation." I asked what she meant. She smiled and said, "Well, the venue doesn't really allow for unconventional guests. I am thinking we could tell him it's limited capacity. We can always moat at him into some family photos afterward." I stared at her in disbelief. Mark immediately told her that my brother would absolutely be at our wedding. She waved dismissively and said she was just being practical and thinking of the big picture. When I told her I wouldn't exclude my brother, she reminded me about the generous deposit she'd made and how hard it would be for us to find another venue on our budget. She actually said, "Sometimes in life we have to make small sacrifices for the greater good." I looked at Mark. He nodded. I walked to my desk, wrote a check for $15,000 and handed it to her. "Here is your deposit back. We'll find a venue that welcomes our entire family." She was stunned. She sputtered about how we were throwing away a perfect wedding and how we'd regret choosing politics over family. Mark told her that excluding my brother was choosing politics over family minus her politics my family. We asked her to leave. She's been calling nonstop, alternating between crying that we misunderstood and threatening to tell the extended family that we rejected her generosity. Mark and I have decided to postpone the wedding until we can save enough for a smaller ceremony where everyone is truly welcome. My brother has offered to contribute his savings, but this isn't his burden to carry. Some family members say we should have just taken the gift and dealt with the consequences later. But I refuse to start our marriage by allowing someone to buy the right to hurt people I love. A wedding lasts one day. The precedent we set for our marriage lasts a lifetime.